Okay, hi, Paul Sackis, Good News Broadcast. I'm speaking to Andrea Metcalf. Hi, Andrea, how are you?
I'm great. Are you standing or sitting?
Actually, I'm sitting. Should I be
Well,
doing...
you know what? Put your hands on your chair and get your butt off of the chair and hold yourself up. At least let's get some movement going.
Oh, okay, so let's get out of the chair, stand up. I got to stand up with the microphone and the headset. Okay, I'm up.
Okay, so during this whole interview, for us to really drive the point home, you and I are going to march in place. How's that sound?
March in place during the interview. Okay,
yeah,
let's...
It's like pacing while you're on a conference call, little ways to get in exercise.
I'm with you. I think it's a great idea. In essence, are you trying to say that there's times that we are wasting, that we could become healthier with?
I think there's more minutes in the day than we give ourselves credit for, and that even on a conference call or on a radio show, we could still be fit and healthy. And if anyone's in the car, obviously don't stand up. But I want you to sit really tall in your seat and pull in your abs. Concentrate on the road, but also keep breathing and pulling those abs. And now you're getting healthy, too.
Andrea, I agree 1,000% with you. I love it. I was sometimes just waiting for the subway. I'm moving and grooving. So, and it's a good thing. And I'm a yoga instructor, actually. And so you can do some deep breathing, and like nobody can see that you're doing, breathing in and out.
Right.
And so on and so forth. So this is obviously your passion of what you're doing, right?
It is. I've been in fitness for almost 30 years now. It's hard to believe that it's gone by that quickly, but, I think that the key to life and living healthier is for each of us to do our job to get our health as a serious priority and help inspire other people. So sometimes it's, if you're at work and you're going to take that 10-minute walk, which 10 minutes does make a difference, take a friend. Take your kids, take your spouse, do it after dinner. And there's a lot of great local health clubs and personal trainers and great healthy food options that you can find online on examiner.com. And specifically for fall, on how to renew that program, go to examiner.com/fall-fitness. And you'll find out some great things in your area.
Okay, I looked at examiner.com. And I was very impressed with the website. There's a lot of good things going on there. I was looking in the New York area, and very thorough. You had a lot of good stuff. Congratulations. Yes. That's a great website. It was a new one to me.
Thank you. We have over 50,000 writers that are all experts in their specific field, from pet health to people health. I do the Chicago fitness reporting. We've got a big triathlon in Chicago coming up. But anyone can get fit anywhere. You don't have to go to a gym. You can do a DVD at home in the privacy of your own home. You can pick up my book, Naked Fitness, in December and find out how walking and understanding about your posture can really have an impact on your health. Mm-hmm. Strip away those excuses. So there's a lot of great opportunities.
I agree with you. In fact, your Naked Fitness book had some bells rang when I heard that name, because I just lost 40 pounds, and yoo-hoo is right, and I did it actually, and this is what I feel is very important. I remember Jack LaLanne also saying this to me, is to do it with somebody, and you've already mentioned that. When you do exercise with, a buddy, a friend, or whoever, or a trainer, and Jack thought that everybody should have a trainer, that it makes it easier. You have some responsibility to somebody else.
That's
True?
Right. And, it's good to get an expert, but, your dog could be your trainer.
Mm-hmm.
Pick up your dog, carry him with you, take him for a walk, lift him up. You've got to use what you got around you, so if it's not a laptop or your child, maybe it's your dog that's going to be helping you stay inspired and giving back.
I agree with you. I think that's for real. Well, we made a bet, and the loser has to stand in the window naked. So that's why when you had your naked, he's done it twice. But it's coming up again, September 7th. We're positive. It started as an April Fool's joke. A year ago.
Are you still marching in place? Are you still doing your movement with me?
You know what? I'll tell you. I sat down just for a second because I had to fix something on the computer. But I'm getting back up because I know you have cameras on me here.
I have this extra sense when somebody all of a sudden isn't moving with me.
God darn it!
I can hear it in your breath and tone.
You really have sensitivity towards all these things. Part of what we were going to talk about is now bad habits and going back to school and. What are some thoughts in that regard, I guess, for the young people and for parents with the young people?
Well, even though it's back to school time and we're focusing on getting our kids ready and the routine's changing, that's still time that we can plan for ourselves. So if your kids walk to school, walk with them. Don't let them go by themselves. It's not only a good safety thing, but then you'll get a walk in as well. And you have to go back home, so take the long way home and maybe go with a couple of moms so you can de-stress or plan out. Share with these moms who maybe can make all the dinners on Thursday night. Teach your kids how to help out in making healthy lunches. I have a great fast one for your kids. Take a carb-balanced tortilla with 21 grams of fiber, slather on some peanut butters, drizzle on some honey, which is a good probiotic for them and a good healthy sugar, and then let them put a banana in there, roll it up. There's protein, fiber, fruit. It's a great little quick meal that they can make and take ownership for, and then you're empowering them to help out with their health and be healthier kids.
Gee, I like your thinking. You have good thoughts here. No doubt about it. This should be video, this interview.
Yoga brings us together, that union in yoga.
Our spiritual natures of wanting to serve and help, I think,
right.
as well, because I can see that's inside your soul. I'm only sad that this is not a video interview with you, because I sense you visually it would be helpful for people to be standing at this moment. We could see you standing as well.
I am. I'm pacing back and forth every call that I get on. I am always pacing and moving, and I think that's important. I've even rigged. I have a Life Fitness treadmill, and my laptop fits perfectly on there, so I can answer email while on the treadmill. If I know I'm not going to get to a gym, I have a treadmill in my office. Now I know that's not normal, but normal is different for each of us. So for you, it might be that you're going to do your yoga class. For someone else who's listening, they may want to, just run around and do a laundry basket pickup and get their heart rate up by doing that, or squatting and doing pliés while they put the dishes into the dishwasher or unload them. We've got to find ways to fit in fitness because our health matters, and we're the only ones who can take care of ourselves.
That is true. We are responsible for ourselves, and we shouldn't also be saying the reason I'm not healthy and because of this and that and this and blame everybody else. I want to take a half a second, if we have here, with your examiner.com, okay? Because the insider source for local, okay, Pet Fashion Week, Golf Month. So there's really a lot of content on here. And we're just looking at the New York area at this point. I believe you have programming all over the country. Is that right?
We do. We're in every major city, from Kansas City to Albuquerque to Chicago, and those are the local people. So when you sign into examiner.com, you're getting your local experts. Now, that's not to say that I can't go examiner.com/Chicago and get in touch with some of those Chicago people if I'm traveling there, or examiner.com/fall-fitness to find out what's generally going on around the country and in my own area. So it is a wealth of information. I'm so glad to be part of their network. I started with them a couple of years ago when they first came to Chicago, said I've got to work with these people because this is who is the skinny on what's hot in fitness and health and art and entertainment as well.
Excellent. This is great. I'm into it. I'm looking at it because, we have our own good news broadcast, and we're sharing, local information and national and international and so on and so forth. And it seems very positive. We're looking always for the share positive thinking and share your passions, get published. It sounds to me like there's a lot of articles here that are really good news. That's what I like.
They are. We're here all to share information and to make this world a better place. I know I'm sounding kind of cliche, but really it does start with you, and it starts with movement. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything. You can't buy another day on this earth, but you can move yourself to try and ensure that you're going to get there. And that's really what moving about is about, and exercise and making those good choices so we can live here longer and have a better quality of life and be happier.
So what would you say is step one for somebody? So now, you have, in essence, let's say, abused yourself, okay? You've overeaten, and you're overweight, over the weight that will make you feel good, okay, or that you probably should be close to, suggested weight value. So
I think the first thing you have to do is say, so what? It doesn't matter where I'm starting from. That was yesterday. Today's the present. And I'm going to start. I'm going to start by having that intention to maybe start walking, having that intention to pack my lunch today and make a healthier choice so I don't have to, have a last-minute fast food choice. I'm going to make that start to eat breakfast and have a good protein and fruit and vegetables so that I'm not hungry at 10 o'clock in the morning, that I'm able to go all the way till lunch. So it's anything that you can do to wipe away the guilt and start forward. And I love walking because it's the simplest form of exercise. It's the first step, if you will. But it could also be changing your meal plan.
Okay, now we're 3 days into it. I did great. I'm feeling great. I did 3 days worth, okay? But I now, stressed. This is painful. That's painful in my life. This has happened. That's happened. And, the way I feel that I'm going to make this day better is by going for 2-3 cheeseburgers early in the morning, then pizza later, and ice cream, and, get back to my old out-of-control. And so what happens on that day? Because now you've really...
you know what? Life is crazy. It's a roller coaster, and some days you're going to have less motivation than in other, but you got to wake up the next day and say, I can start again. If you end up having like the 3 cheeseburgers, which cheeseburgers aren't the worst thing. I mean, they're protein, they're good carbohydrate, maybe in a high-fiber bun. Try and make small changes and just keep trying to stay on track. Make small victory goals. Like, I did this 4 days in a row, so the next thing I'm going to do is treat myself, not necessarily with food, but I'm going to go to Whole Foods and pick up a meal there. Because that's a treat when somebody else makes it for me. Or I'm going to, I'm going to go get that new hair ponytail or a new lipstick or, I don't know, guys, I guess they like pens and kids like stickers. But you got to find something that's good for you that you're going to say, I can do this. Maybe you're going to go to a movie. I did this for 5 days in a row. I'm going to that movie on Friday night. Find something, or I'm spending time with someone to reward yourself.
You have a lot of good thoughts here, and I want to thank you for sharing them. Let me ask you one last question. What's good news for you?
Good news for me. Well, you mean what's coming up on my agenda?
Good news, any shape, size,
I'll
form.
tell you, I am going
to
to walk the Grand Canyon with the U.S. Surgeon General over Labor Day weekend. I'm looking so forward to that. I've got 3 new videos coming out called Keeping Fit, which are geared at the woman over 40 who's got no time like me. And, naked fitness, to be able to share this concept with people is such a dream for me. I've been personal training for 17 years, doing fitness classes for 28. And, it really has been a huge accomplishment to get this down on paper and hopefully inspire people to walk, move, and look at their posture.
Wonderful. Okay. Thank you, Andrea. I look forward to making a TV show with you next time.
Hey, you just let me know when. I'm good on camera.
I sense that. I sense it because you have a good soul internally, and that's what makes somebody good on camera. Thank you so much, Andrea. Take care. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.